Okay, let's look at the homework problems that are assigned. If you've already looked at the PowerPoint, you've done your homework questions, now it's time to go over the answers and see if you're right before you do your quiz. Hope you didn't dress up to do this, because I certainly didn't. Alright, we're going to start on page 249, number 10. And it didn't ask to just give an answer, it says to write an expression for each of these. So on 10A, it said the temperature is at 8 p.m. is 32 degrees Celsius. So we're at 32, and it drops 1 degree per minute. So it drops 1 degree, that's why -1, 30 times from 8 to 8:30. So that's 32 minus 30 is 2 degrees Celsius now. So you need to write the entire expression. B, the temperature at 8:20 p.m. is 0. So that's where we're starting. If it has already dropped 2 degrees Celsius per minute, what was the temperature at 7:55? Well, that was 25 minutes ago. So that's why it's dropping 2, and it's 25 degrees each time, so, or 25 minutes each time. So this was the degrees, that's the minutes, and we're going backwards. So we want to add 50 degrees back to it. It's 50 degrees Celsius. We've done the working backwards problems before. All right, and C, the temperature at 8 p.m. is -20 degrees, and it has dropped 2 degrees Celsius. That's why -2 is dropped. What was it at 7:30? And that's 30 minutes ago, so minus 30. And that is -20 plus, if we're working backwards, 60. And that it was 40 degrees 30 minutes ago. All right, let's go to number 11 at the top of the board here. This is farmland acreage lost to family dwellings over the next 8 years, and it will be 12,000 acres. And it says how many acres are lost, and it's 96,000 acres lost. Now, I didn't put negative on it because it used the word how many were lost. So we didn't really have to. If it had just said what is the net acreage, we would have had to use that. Number 26 is the one about the hot air balloon. And this hot air balloon descends, that means goes down at the rate of 5 feet per minute for 6 minutes, and then it rises 3 feet per minute for 8 minutes, and it wants to give a net result. So that'd be -30 down and 24 up, so -6 feet is it's down 6 feet from where it started. All right, let's go to page 185. Page 185, the first question is, if you multiply an even number by 2 and add 1s, your answer even or odd? It's odd, and you can try any numbering for yourself. All right, the answers for 2, A, B, C, and D. The only true one is B. Let's look at that just a minute. 2A is false. 5 is not a multiple of 24. It's 24, 48, 96. 72, 96, like that. It's to be a multiple, it would have to be multiplied. 10 is a divisor of 30. Yes, it is. 10 will divide 30 evenly. C says 8 divides 324, and that is not true because 8 would have to divide into 324 with no remainder, and it does not. D, 24 is divisible by 0. No, you cannot divide any number by 0. If it had been the other way around, 0 is divisible by 24, that would have been true. But that was not the question. All right, number 3, without using a calculator, check the divisibility test. Now, I know we didn't do 11. I'll show you that in a minute just for the heck of it. But the answer to the first one was only 2 and 4 worked. For 2, the last digit is even, and for 4, the last 2 digits are 12, and that's divisible by 4. Definitely not 5 or 10 if you look at the last digit. Not 8 because the last 3 digits are 12. If you add the digits up, let's see, 4 plus 2, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, not divisible by 3 or 9, therefore not 6 either. B, none of those will work. Now, it says 11 does. I'll show you the test for 11 in just a second. We didn't do that one. Or we could just not do 11. C, the answers 2, 3, 5, 6, and 10 all work. And number 4, the first one. There are 1,379 children in a baseball league, and they want to put exactly 9 on a team, and it says, will there be some teams that are short of players? Yes, because 9 does not divide 1,379 without a remainder, and that remainder would be a short team, short of players. In B, the answer is no. The apple orchard has 1,354 apple trees. Can it be planted in rows of 11? If you divided that, you would find that it's no. I didn't show you the test. And C, that one, excuse me, it says if there are 1,216 pencils in a box, excuse me, and 8 classrooms, can everybody receive the same number of pencils? Now that one is true because that number, if you look at the last 3 digits, 216, you're not even showing the right thing. My photographer is not quite where I am. All right, but let's see, if you have 1,216 pencils, we want to know if it's divisible by 8. We only have to look at these 3 digits, and 8, yes, divides into 21 twice, and into 56, 7. 8 times 27 gives us 216, so the answer is yes. All right, now I'm going to have to erase my board so we can do numbers 5 and 6. So just hang on just a second. Y'all watched me erase the board plenty of time. Maybe this will just keep you from being homesick for class at Winthrop. All right, number 4. Find all possible single digits that can be placed into the square so that this number is 1,427,400 and something. We've got to find the number that goes here. If this is to be divisible by 2, we could put any number in there because it's already divisible by 2 if you look at this last number, so it really doesn't matter. We could put a 0, we could put a 1, anything 0 through 9 will work. Okay. This is 5B. What if we want it to be divisible by 3? Well, to be divisible by 3, our sum of our digits has to be a number divisible by 3. Well, let's add up what we've got. 1 plus 4 is 5, plus 2 is 7, plus 7 is 14, plus 4 is 18, plus 2 is 20. So it already adds up to 20. If we had a 1 here, that'd give us 21, and that would be divisible by 3. So a 1 will work. Okay, that gives us 21. Or I could make it 3 higher than that, somehow make it 24. So I think that'll have to be a 4. It adds up to 20 already. 4 more would do it, 24. The next number is 27. So that adds up to 20, and we could put a 7 here. But the question is, what is the highest number? That's as high as we can go, because the next number is 30, and that won't do. Okay. C. C says, what can we do to make this divisible by 4? All right. To make this number divisible by 4, we have to put a number in here that will make the last two digits divisible by 4. So 0 won't do, 1 will, because that would be 12. 2 won't do, 22 is not it. 32 works, so it could be a 3. 42, how about 52? 62, 72, 82, 92. I think that we have this one here. Let's see, 92 will work. So the numbers that will work there are 1, 3, 5, 7, and 9. And then for the last one here, how do we get it to be divisible by 9? The sum of the digits has to be divisible by 9. Well, we already know, because we did this when we were trying to figure out divisibility by 3, that what we have adds up to 20. All right, if I think of 21 is not divisible by 9, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27 is. So if I put a 7 there, that'll work. 28, 29, no. So the number is 7. Okay, that takes care of number 5. Now we need to look at our last one, which is number 6. All right, again, you're getting to watch me erase the board. Okay, for number 6, it says fill in the blank with the greatest integer that will make this true. This is 3 divides 740 what? All right, well, the sum has to be a number divisible by 3. So let's start large. How about if we put a 9 here? That adds up to 7 plus 4 plus 9, that's 20. That does not work. 8, that's 19. That does not work. How about 7? That adds up to 18. Yes, that works. So 7 is the largest number. All right, for B, 9, and it's 8, 3, blank, 4, 5. 9 divides 8, 3, blank, 4, 5. We want the largest number that we can put in this blank so that 9 divides this. Well, let's see what the sum is. 8 plus 3 is 11. 11 plus 4 is 15, plus 5 is 20. All right, so we know we've got 20. Let's keep that in mind. What number can we put in this blank to make it add up to something that 9 divides? How about 27? Yes, that's the only number in the 20s that divides 9, that 9 divides. All right, for C, we've got 11. So let's skip that one. The answer for all of those that are doing this is 6. You can find out how to do this on the 11s on page 183. I'm not requiring you to know how to do it, so let's skip that one. All right, let's just look at D instead. 5 divides 1, 3, 6, blank. Well, it has to be a 0 or 5, and it says we want the largest, so it's got to be a 5. All right, E. 6 divides 2, blank, 4, 4. All right, so we have to, well, first of all, to be divisible by 6, it has to be divisible by 2 and 3. Well, if the last digit's even, we know it's already divisible by 2. So we just have to make it divisible by 3 also. All right, let's see. Our sum is 2 plus 4 is 10. If we put a 9 there, that's 19. 3 doesn't go into 19. How about an 8? Now our sum is 18. And 3 divides 18. That makes 3 and 2 work, so 6 works. And then F. Let's put this here. 8 divides 3, 8, blank, 4. All right, what number would make 8 divide this? All right, we have to think of something. We got to look at all three of these last digits. All right, that is not going to work. I can tell that's 1, nope. All right, and you could go through these, but 8's going to work. Okay? I believe. No, 8 will not work. I'm sorry, 6 will work. I think 8 times 108 gives you 864. So that works. All right, that's all of the problems out of the book. Now I ask you to do one number that probably would not fit in a calculator, and let's just check that with our divisibility rules. So let's look at that very quickly. And if you have no questions, then we can just go ahead and you can do your quiz. It'll be up, I think, Thursday sometime. But anyway, if you do have questions, you can always go into my office hours on Thursday. I'll send you a note about that. The number is 136789425. And just as a reminder of place value, remember how we group those by 3? That's 136,789,425. Divisibility, 2. No. If you look at the last number, not even. 3. I believe that the sum of these numbers, if you add them all up, is 45. 3 times 15 is 45. Now, if 2 won't go, none of the evens will. 4 won't, because 4 doesn't go into 25. 5 works, because the last digit is a 5. 6 will not work, because 2 and 3 both don't work. 8 is not going to work if 2 didn't. None of the evens will if 2 didn't. 9, the sum again is 45. 9 times 5 is 45. And 10 does not work because the last digit is not 0. All right, you should be able to go from this and do your quiz with no problem at all. It's 10 pretty easy questions. You have 30 minutes to do it in one sitting, And then if you got a question, when I send you the Zoom invitation, you can see me then or email me. All right, have a good one. Bye-bye.